Hello everybody, welcome to this very short introduction to the case study essay unit of Dynamic Geographies. My name's Peter Knight and I'm the unit leader for this unit, and that means that if you have any questions, any problems, any queries, you can always get in touch with me and I'll be happy to help. All the information that you need for this unit is in the handbook on the KLE, so this video really is just an extra little reminder of some of the essentials for you, and it's really important that you look at that handbook before you progress into the unit. Look at the handbook before you get in touch with your specialist advisors, and look at the handbook before you choose your essay and before you start work on your essay. All the information that you need, and it's important information, is in that handbook, so make sure that you do have a look at that. So this unit gives you an opportunity to write a detailed case study essay about a topic related to one of the other units that you're doing as part of this module. You choose which of those units you want to write an essay about, and this gives you an opportunity to get into much more detail on the subject and do much more independent work on the subject beyond what you're doing in that particular unit. Now, you need to sign up on the sign-up sheet on the KLE to indicate which of those units you're planning to write your essay on, and for each of those units there's a set of essay titles for you to choose one from. So go and have a look at the handbook, choose the title and the unit that you want to write your essay in relation to, and then sign up on the sign-up sheet, which is on the KLE, to indicate which group you're in. That then qualifies you to get additional help from that specialist advisor as you move forward into the project. So all that information about the titles and the advisors is in the handbook. Go and have a look at that, and the sign-up sheet is on the KLE, so when you've looked at the handbook, go and sign up on the sign-up sheet. Now, once you have signed up for a particular topic, then you can access additional help in addition to the support that you have from me throughout the module. Each of the topic areas, each of the titles that you can choose from, have a specialist advisor associated with them, and you can have 2 meetings or 2 appointments with that specialist advisor as you work on your essay. Now, it would be sensible to have one of those appointments fairly near the beginning of the process, but not until you've probably got a plan or got an idea of what you're going to do in the essay, so you have something to talk to your advisor about, and then to have your second meeting fairly near to the end of the process when you've got a fairly detailed draft of the essay that you can talk through with your advisor. You only do have those 2 meetings with your advisor, so you can't go and see them every couple of days all the way through the project. There are 2 meetings, you arrange them with your advisor and use those meetings wisely. That's part of the exercise associated with this module, is taking sensible advantage of the help that's available to you. Now, your advisor is obviously the person to talk to about the specific detail of the topic of your essay, but if you have any general questions about the way the unit works or about essay writing in general, then you can access help from me whenever you want it throughout the whole unit. There's no limit to how many times you can get in touch with me, and I'll try and be as helpful as I can. As always, there's lots of advice and information about how to write essays in general and how specifically to format and to write the essay for this particular unit in the handbook. It's really important, this is probably the most important basic point about this exercise, is that you make detailed reference to research and to real-life case studies that go beyond what you've been studying in the other units of this module. So even if in one of your units you've worked up to a certain level of expertise in the topic and you think, oh, I'll take a related topic and do that for the case study essay, your case study essay can't just repeat what you've done in that previous unit. Your case study essay has to take that as a starting point and then move on and develop that to a higher level. So you're expanding and extending the work that you've done elsewhere in the module. As always, you need to follow the Geography House style, which is now badged in the literature as the GGE, Geography, Geology, Environment School House style. You can get the link to that from the module handbook, as always. And there's also advice in the standard How to Write Your Essays textbook that I guess most of you will have encountered before, the Knight and Parsons 2003 How to Do Your Essays in Geography and Related Disciplines. So do avail yourself of that. I'm sure you've seen that before. I mean, obviously I would say this because I wrote it, but it is a really helpful book for you. It was written originally specifically with Keele students and Kiel essays in mind, and there's information in here about every step of writing your essay. And each part of the essay. So if you're not sure what to put in your introduction, there's a section in there about what goes in the introduction. If you're not sure what to put in the conclusion, there's a section in here. If you're not sure about the reference, there's a section in here. So basically this is a really useful, or should be a really useful, go-to reference source for you as you're working on the essay, and when you want extra advice about how to put things together. So do have a look at that. And the instructions and advice in there constitute part of the instructions and advice for this case study essay unit. So that is essentially our set textbook on how to do essays. In terms of deadlines, word counts, and other practical information about doing this essay, well, that information is again in the handbook on the KLE, so you can read that for yourselves. You don't need me to go through that with you in detail. But if there's anything that's missing from the handbook, or if you can't understand anything that's in the handbook, or if you think of a question that isn't answered in the handbook, then, well, get in touch with me, and I will try and help you. I'll give you the answers to the questions that you need. So for general advice about the unit and about essay writing in general, get in touch with me. For specific advice about your particular topic and your particular essay, then after you've signed up for a group, then get in touch with your specialist advisor. But remember, you only have 2 opportunities to do that, so use those wisely. But other than that, if you have any problems, get in touch. The information you need is in the handbook. And the next thing that you need to do, so what's your first job? Well, your first job right now, assuming you've already read the handbook, is to go and choose your essay and sign up on the KLE sign-up sheet for which group you want to be in, so that when you do contact your specialist advisor, they'll have you on their list and they'll be knowing to expect your call. Okay, good luck. Go to it. If you need any help, here I am.